This week, we helped one of our clients gain over 1,000 followers in one day. That's right, 24 hours. And we're talking authentic, fresh, targeted followers. Want to learn how we did it? Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new to our channel, we are High Season, a social media agency that helps business owners, entrepreneurs, and marketers step their social media game up and break the algorithm. Today we are talking about, and it could quite possibly be a new series.
I think so.
5 ways that you can get new followers this week. So as you saw in the hook of this video, we were actually inspired by the fact that one of the strategies that we're going to talk about today helped one of our clients get over 1,000 followers. I think it was about 1,100. I'll double check because I'll put a screenshot here. Over 1,100 followers.
Crazy.
In one day. Now, one of the things we're hearing really often is how do we grow? How do we increase brand awareness? And when we talk about followers, remember, it's not about the vanity metrics. It's just about adding new people to increase your brand's visibility, awareness, and relevancy. It's not about just getting 1,000 followers, for example, to get 1,000 followers. It's who those 1,000 followers are. So we're really happy with this method that we use because in the end, it was super targeted and got us the exact followers that we wanted. So today we're going to be breaking down that method that we use in addition to 4 other methods that you could just implement this week. We're talking full tactical, no fluffy, like conceptual stuff, just full tactical tips you can implement this week in order to get you new followers, however many that may be. The world is your oyster. So without further ado, let's get started.
All right, the first way to get new followers this week is to create and share branded memes. We've seen this more and more often with our clients that memes are just essentially taken over the culture. Even our parents are understanding it and sending us memes. And we know it's gone really fast. So what you can do, you have to make shareable content. That's how you're going to grow followers. And one of the most shareable types of content is memes. So what you can do is get either, and probably the easiest way is to actually get an existing meme and put your own spin on it. Make it relevant for your specific brand or your industry. You can also create something that's original. That's going to be a lot harder. It's definitely going to be simpler to sort of tap into a conversation or something that is kind of popping across the board. So if you can find a meme and you can find a way, always look at a meme and see how that meme can apply to your industry. So a quick example, we had a client that was in the restaurant business. We used to not really post memes, once or twice here and there. We've talked about it before, but Tiff actually created a video with the 2 boys, the young white boy and the young black boy running towards each other and made that about burritos. That was by far their biggest post of all time. It was actually crazy to us. In their top 10 most popular posts of all time, it went from original photography being the vast majority of that to memes very quickly being the vast majority.
And that caused us to change our strategy, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to pay attention to. If you see something's working really well and it makes sense for your brand, then you start pivoting and shifting to leverage that. Because if you see a post and that post gives you 40 followers, for example, and the other post, which was just a photo, say the photo of the burrito only gets you 5 followers or maybe no followers, then you got to start looking at, okay, let me leverage what's working best. And in this case, the memes were just killer.
Quick example, Chipotle, their entire Instagram account is just memes, and I feel like they're arguably the most recognizable burrito or Mexican food brand in the world. On the
and
continent.
There's a lot of brands that are just implementing memes in really fun and creative ways. It can still be on brand, and that's why I love Canva. Canva's great for that because you can take a meme, put it in the Canva template, make sure your colors and everything are in there and that your feed is still looking poppin'. But in the end, you've created something that has viral potential.
Exactly.
The second way that you can add new followers this week is to post an engagement prompt. So engagement prompts are specific posts that are catered just to get somebody to perform a specific action. In this post, we were going to want people to follow. So what we'll be doing is asking people to tag a friend. Remember, these posts, they have to be inspirational, educational, or entertaining. Those are the triggers that are going to make people want to share. And as you know, when you're thinking about the strategy we just talked about before, it's all about getting people to share the content with more people so that way you can bring new eyes to your content. So an example of an engagement prompt would be, say, a quote that you would share, and in that quote you would say, tag a friend who needs to hear this today. An example that we've done with our clients who are really steered towards supporting small businesses, for example, would be tag a small business below that you can't wait to visit after all of this is over, or tag a small business who does takeout. All of these things will bring people to your page. And if your page is looking on point, as we've talked about many times and we've talked about in this video right here, then you're more likely to convert if in the end you are targeting through your content the exact person that you want who would land on your feed and say, okay, this is a page I want to follow. So engagement prompts are so key. And for this specific purpose, when we're talking about getting new followers, you're going to want to make sure that you're asking for the tag a friend.
Yes. Alrighty. The third way you can gain new followers this week is to do a post split with another brand. So a post split would kind of otherwise be known as a collaboration. So when you think about collaborations for brands and businesses, it doesn't really come to mind immediately like how that would work because you don't see it very often. So one really great way to do it would be to do a post split, meaning that one brand posts part one of a series and then another brand posts part two. So a great example of that would be say a coffee roaster. So a coffee roaster who actually, prepares and roasts the coffee beans could do a story part one, and here's how we make this special blend for this cafe, and then go over to the cafe for part two. And then part two with the cafe, they could talk about the beans. Here's a special drink we've made just for these beans that we, curated with these specific tasting notes. And then essentially you're going to cross promote that between the two brands, and the followers from each brand are very likely to want to follow the other, particularly because you're going to have the super coffee nerds following the roaster, and you're going to have maybe the bit more casual plus the nerds following the cafes, because I follow both personally. And then that's very likely that's going to cross over, and people are just going to pay attention to both of you because of your storytelling that you put through via these posts. So that's a really handy way, something we really don't see enough of, and it's very, very straightforward. I bet if you contacted a business that was alongside or adjacent to what you do, a collaboration like this could very easily come about and get you both some new followers this week.
The fourth way that you could get new followers this week is to run a influencer hosted giveaway. Now, this is the strategy that we use that got our clients that 1,000, I think 1,100 something. You'll see it here. Followers this week in one day.
Crazy.
And that's because this was extremely highly targeted and we had a really good prize as well. So in our instance, we gave away a 2-night stay in one of the client's hotel rooms. And what you could do, same thing for your business. It doesn't matter what business that you're in. If you have something to give away, partner with influencers, get in their DMs, email them, let them know about your products or services, and ask them if they'd be interested in hosting the giveaway. Why we're making them host the giveaway is because you're tapping into their followers. Having it be hosted on their platform means all the attention is from them, from their audience, and you're trying to drive their audience over to you. It's much more productive to do it on their side and much more efficient that way. So you'd have them do the terms, post everything from their account, and you just say, hey, I'm giving XYZ's followers this product or service because that's the relationship that we've had that we want to give you this thing. Now, if you don't have a product or service specifically, so for example, if you were a caterer, but you kind of want to broaden your audience a little bit and you're not able to go to someone's home right now due to everything that's going on in the world, you could actually just have a product that makes sense, even if it's not something that's coming from you directly. So for example, if I was a caterer, I would partner with a food influencer and we would do like a recipe kit and an air fryer, for example. That's super hyper relevant. We're still getting the exact same audience that we want. And in the end, I don't have to go to the home and do XYZ if it doesn't make sense right now. So partnering with an influencer is such a powerful way to tap into their audience and drive traffic to you. And this particular giveaway that we did was very simple. I think we've spoken about before, we really think you should keep your giveaways as simple as possible to reduce any barriers to entry. And this giveaway was just tag a friend, tag in as we talk about, brings new eyeballs, tag a friend, follow both accounts, and comment with the city you want to visit below. We've seen incredible traction with that giveaway. It's still running, still doing well, and I believe we're doing it over 5 days from memory. So that's a really, really good way, leveraging influencers in order to drive attention to your account.
Alrighty, the fifth way to gain new followers this week is by targeted interactions. Now, if you are a regular here at High Season, you've heard us say that before. We're broken records at this point. Now, what we're going to need you to do, we're going to need you to go watch this video up here and down here. What that's going to do is tell you exactly how to do it. Essentially, targeted interactions is engagement. You're going to go cruise hashtags, competitors' posts, people who follow your competitors, people your competitors are following, location tags, etc. We break it down in depth in this video. So what you're going to do, you're going to like, you're going to comment, and if you feel the need, you're going to follow them. So what that does is bring the attention to your account. The other accounts are going to see a bunch of likes, potentially a comment or a follow if it's all organic, and the key part is it's organic. Don't force it. If it's not authentic and you don't actually like it, don't comment, don't follow. That's really, really important. And this is going to bring you to their attention, and if they like you for the exact same thing, they might like a bunch of posts and they may follow. Now, this is our number one organic, authentic way to grow. It's nothing better than this in an organic way. It works every single time. Now, this week, we have a challenge for you guys. We want you to spend 1 hour per day engaging exactly in the way that we talk about in the video, and report back to us in 7 days. So 7 days straight. This is going to come out
So this is going to come out Sunday. Technically, it's going to come out Sunday, July 26th, but you're going to watch it at any point in time. Just do the strategy for 7 days and let us know on the 8th day in the comments what you saw from that.
Yes.
Because we know there's no question about it.
No question. So write everything down. Write down the number you started with and then the number you ended with as far as your followers. And this is going to be a real interesting test, because if you can stick with it 1 hour per day, it doesn't even have to be one consecutive hour. It could be 15-minute blocks throughout the day whenever you take a break. We challenge you to try that. It's something that is really, really important. We believe in it because we know it works. It's so consistent. It's the one thing across Instagram that really hasn't changed over time. And you can't really speak to a lot of things that haven't changed.
Exactly.
Now, the one caveat to that, your feed, your bio, your whole Instagram profile has to be on point. If it is not, you're not going to convert those new followers. Now, we're going to leave a bunch of videos and resources in the description below. We want you to watch those videos, how to optimize your bio, how to make sure your feed is consistent, how to make sure your link in your bio is correct, your profile photo, all of those things. So do that first, then do the engagement. And I'm really, really positive and optimistic that you guys are going to see a huge jump. We've actually seen a lot of the comments. I've been in the comments a lot more lately. And the number one question people always ask are how to grow. Well, we're telling you. Two, a lot of people are thanking us for the actionable items and telling us that specific tactic works every time. And I've been loving seeing that, because those are the people who actually spent the time. And I want to see more of you guys do that. So I'm looking forward to
Social
that.
is social, right? You got to do the social part of it. It can't just be posted in the media.
Exactly.
You got to do the social side of it. See what I did there?
I like that.
Great,
Buzz,
right?
buzz.
All right, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. If you liked these videos and these tips, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe below. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos from us. Follow us everywhere on social media at High Season Co. And you can check out our blog post at highseasonco.com. We will see you in the next video. We're waiting for your comments below. Also, let us know what resonated with you the most and what tip you're going to be using.
Yes, great call.
All right. We'll see you in the next video, guys.
Peace.
Peace.